it's pride in Pittsburgh.
My dad loved to gift wrap the city of Pittsburgh, and this is probably the best way he ever did it.
So I think Pittsburgh's really in for a time, really fun, festive time this year.
The 50th anniversary of Light Up Night Special is brought to you by BOMA, the Building Owners and Managers Association.
BOMA has been very active in promoting and protecting, if you want to call it, downtown Pittsburgh. And the theory behind BOMA is to promote advocacy, education, and research, and information and standards in the industry to improve the office building industry. And I think the real purpose for talking about it today is what's happened in the last 50 years with Light Up Night and the activities that are involved there.
The lighting up of our skyline has evoked oohs and ahs for decades. With the 50th anniversary fast approaching, this year's Light Up Night weekend, powered by Duquesne Light, will surely brighten your holiday season.
If you want to talk about Light Up Night, something has to light up. And lighting up the buildings seemed like a great idea. The amazing thing is that prior to the late 50s, nobody thought of it.
No one, that is, until advertising mogul Jacques Kahn. From an early age, Kahn was a visionary determined to make a splash.
My dad started out in Baltimore, and at an early age, they found out that he was great at playing piano. He attended Peabody Conservatory of Music, and then he enlisted and was part of a special group called the Sky Blazers. And he represented the United States around the world, playing command performances for kings and queens, and played for Winston Churchill, and he was quite a pianist, very accomplished. When my father returned back to Pittsburgh after the war, he joined Joe Feldman, and within a few years they became partners and formed an ad agency called Feldman and Kahn Advertising, which was kind of the cool advertising agency back in the 50s and 60s. They were well known for doing really unusual, neat promotions. For many years they worked on the holiday season to try and figure out something great to do for the holiday season. And each year they would do, they had Santa Claus come down or stuff, and because they were at Hollywood roots and wanted to do something different, they would always try and come up with something spectacular. I remember my dad talking about putting a spotlight on the North Shore and one on the South Shore and one here on Mount Washington, and shooting them up into the sky and forming a big triangle. They always tried to make some really terrific spectacle.
An executive member of both BOMA and the Golden Triangle Association, Kahn flipped the switch in 1959 on an idea that would become a holiday tradition for decades.
One night he was sitting at a table here at Lamont and was looking out over the city, and the lights were starting to dim, and I guess there were some maintenance people in cleaning and doing things in the building, and he saw some of the lights on, and he thought, wow, wouldn't it be fantastic if I could light up the whole city, really gift wrap the whole city in lights. That was kind of the twinkle in his eye that became Light Up Night.
Kahn, along with his partner Joe Feldman, set into motion. His strong personality and love for the city of Pittsburgh propelled him into the fight for Light Up Night.
My dad used to joke about the fact that after he came up with the idea for Light Up Night, he went to BOMA, who ran all the buildings, and he said, I came up with this idea to try and light up all the buildings. Can we light up all the buildings? And they said no.
Some of the promotions sort of said, oh, somebody just turned a switch and all the building lights came on. It doesn't work that way. The building switches, each office has a switch. Nowadays, a lot of them are automatic. It's a different problem. But it required a lot of cooperation from all the building owners and managers to ask their tenants to leave their lights on. And it's a lot of work to do a light up night. And, of course, it costs some money because they're running their electric bill at night for all those lights when they normally wouldn't do it. So the first reaction would be, I don't want to spend the money. It sounds like too much trouble. But after the response in the early days and the PR and the publicity that Pittsburgh would get in the office building industry, they said, this isn't a bad idea. Let's keep trying to do something and promote it and make it bigger and bigger as the years went by. And BOMA's mission really to do this was to promote the city. Because way back then, most people don't remember what a smoggy, smoky city we are. We hate the reputation, but back then we had it. And one way to overcome that was to really show the country how bright we were. And after several years of doing it here in Pittsburgh, a number of other cities wanted to copy us, including places like Boston, of all things.
The agency was very unique in those days because it wasn't just into advertising and handling national and local accounts, but it was very involved civically in things that went on downtown. And they weren't just managing the Golden Triangle Association, which they had formed, but they also ran the Building Owners and Managers Association and another organization called the Electric League. That was kind of the perfect storm that made Light Up Night possible. The Golden Triangle Association was made up of restaurants, hotels, theaters, pretty much everyone that was an entity downtown. So they kind of brought the flavor and excitement to what was going on downtown, and the Building Owners and Managers brought the lights to the table.
Even with the cooperative effort throughout the city, there were circumstances outside the control of Kahn and his associates.
We think we have an energy crisis now with foreign oil and all that stuff, but back in 1973, there truly was an energy crisis, and we unfortunately had to curtail the activities for almost a decade. There certainly, of course, had activities downtown in Christmas, never missed Christmas, but we weren't able to have Light Up Night again until 1982.
Since the end of the energy crisis, Light Up Night has added activities and displays that have become calling cards for Pittsburgh. We've seen the Horns tree transform through the years into the Unity tree. The PPG Place skating rink, which is larger than that of New York's Rockefeller Center, is celebrating its 10th anniversary this year. Since its debut, Light Up Night has taken on a life of its own.
Well, it turns out that Light Up Night was more of a preview than an actual shopping night. And the opportunity for the retailers to take advantage of large crowds downtown, they added features such as having the Kaufman's, Horns, and Gimbel's windows become unveiled that night. The first time that the windows would open up was dazzling. The world has changed so much, but it's wonderful for people still to be able to come down and see something rather than just depend upon the internet or catalogs or going to the mall because they lose a sense of community. And the whole idea was here is to have people come down and enjoy Pittsburgh as a community.
My favorite memory of Light Up Night is when we all just get together down here in downtown and you look around and say, this is the city we grew up in. And to be able to watch out and see all your friends and family members coming together, the beautiful light display and the ice skating rink, and just to enjoy the city that we grew up in. That's my favorite part of Light Up Night.
Light Up Night Weekend powered by Duquesne Light. Enjoy this holiday tradition during the 50th anniversary celebration November 19th and 20th. Downtown Pittsburgh, the center of the season.
Hi, I'm Duke Kingsley, Managing Director of the Pittsburgh office of Grubb & Ellis. Grubb & Ellis has roots in the community that date back to the turn of the 19th century. Today, with over 6,000 professionals and more than 100 offices, we are one of the largest commercial real estate companies in the country. From the sale, valuation, and leasing of real estate, to property and facility management, to lease administration and client accounting, no one knows Pittsburgh and real estate better than the experts at Grubb & Ellis.
Magical, breathtaking. Light Up Night Weekend powered by Duquesne Light November 19th and 20th. Enjoy the sights and sounds of this special 50th anniversary celebration to kick off the holiday season. Friday, concerts in Market Square and at the Bridge Party. Also marching bands and PNC fireworks finale by Zambelli. Saturday, a first ever Duquesne Light horse-drawn candlelight carriage parade and Celebrate Santa show, plus live entertainment in Market Square. Enjoy this milestone celebration on November 19th and 20th. Downtown Pittsburgh, the center of the season.
Achievement gets points for living life. Earn PNC points for your credit and debit card purchases. Find out more at pnc.com/getpoints. PNC, for the achiever in us all.
The Mr. Rogers crew, we used to all come down on Light Up Night. Me and Speedy Delivery and all of the Mr. Rogers people would take part in Light Up Night festivities. It was always fun. A little cold, but fun.
Light Up Night Weekend powered by Duquesne Light. Enjoy this holiday tradition during the 50th anniversary celebration November 19th and 20th. Downtown Pittsburgh, the center of the season.
People throughout the city dubbed Kahn as Mr. Pittsburgh. His continued work for Pittsburgh and for the Light Up Night event made him and his associates the go-to guys for the promotion of downtown.
For years and years, every year they tried to figure out how to better themselves. Again, in those days, it was all about making Pittsburgh a spectacle, building excitement, and giving people a reason to come downtown and to shop, really, to use the restaurants, to come to the many theaters that were downtown. It was a very vital, exciting place, and they wanted to make sure people came down and enjoyed it. And I think when they came up with Light Up Night, they pretty much knew that they had reached a level where they weren't going to be able to do too much more in terms of a spectacle. However, as the city changed and evolved, Light Up Night has changed and evolved. Obviously, the logistics became much easier to pull off the part of getting the buildings lit, and then they could spend their time trying to figure out other ways to make it fun. Immediately, they started adding events downtown and putting up stages for different musical groups. I will always think of Light Up Night fondly and in a personal way. As a little kid, I was so proud of my dad. I wasn't sure what my dad did when I was little. I used to tell people he ran the city. I wasn't sure, but I knew he was very involved. And I certainly remember being young and my sister and I and my mother coming up here and eating and watching the city and watching my dad as he'd be interviewed by all the different television stations and talking about how much he loved the city. And it'll always have a warm spot in my heart, that's for sure. Light Up Night's one of my dad's most proudest achievements. He did many wonderful things for the city, but this little element of it is something he can kind of hang his hat on.
Allegedly, he was supposed to be a staff person working for us, but he was unique. He was not timid. He would call up the mayor and say, "We've got to meet," and he would drag some BOMA officer along to make our case, representing such a big core of the office building industry. But he was a very strong personality, a wonderful man, and really what you need in this climate is leadership. He had leadership, and from time to time you'd like to have more of it.
I think my dad would be delighted and surprised about the 50th anniversary of Light Up Night. I'm sure when he came up with the idea, he didn't expect that it would last for 5 decades and be as strong and exciting as it is today. He always used to say, "What's an idea worth?" And in the case of Light Up Night, a little idea really did turn into something spectacular. It's just a wonderful legacy because my dad loved to gift wrap the city of Pittsburgh, and this is probably the best way he ever did it.
Jacques Kahn's legacy is going strong as 2009's Light Up Night was a record-setting year. With over 300,000 people packed into downtown, the event was the region's largest community event and the largest holiday lighting celebration in the country. Light Up Night Weekend 2010 promises to shatter that record. The sights and sounds of the season will be all around downtown. On the Clemente Bridge, a rockin' bridge party over the Allegheny. On the USX Tower Plaza, the Pittsburgh Creche, the largest creche outside of Vatican City. Through downtown, the Duquesne Light Carriage Parade, Pittsburgh's first ever featuring the Wells Fargo Stagecoach. On the ice at PPG Plaza, a special appearance by America's favorite dog, Snoopy. Over the skies of Pittsburgh, PNC's fireworks finale, a fantastic display synchronized to the sounds of the season by Zambelli Internationale. And at the newly renovated Market Square, the Grand Pittsburgh Celebrate Santa Show, where Santa and Mrs. Claus prepare for the holiday season. It's a weekend filled with holiday classics and spectacular additions.
Well, this year's Light Up Night, of course, will be the introduction of Market Square. I suspect a lot of people haven't seen the new PNC building and Fairmont Hotel and activities over there. They're going to find a lot more open space in Market Square that flows here into PPG Place. There is going to be new entertainments and new activities. And I think they're going to discover again, with a number of new college students that are in town, that there's just a lot more people downtown, and it's an exciting place to be.
With the grand opening of Market Square in November came the announcement of Light Up Night, 2010's newest attraction, the Market Square Season of Lights, presented by the Colcom Foundation.
This is a huge new step forward for Market Square and Pittsburgh.
Ronnie Brown is the president of Blashir Illuminations, the leading supplier of LED lighting installations in the world. His lighting experience ranges from the Eiffel Tower to the Walt Disney World Castle. Ronnie and his staff have a vast knowledge of what it takes to make a lighting display a success.
We take photographs during the day of all the locations that the client wants to light, and then we take it back to the office, download it onto a computer, darken it down, turn car headlights on, street lights on, and then overlay with our products so the client can have a color photograph of what it could look like. We have a tree that's made out of balls, and they're all piled on top of each other, and we're going to have them fading in and out. And also the spheres all around the buildings will be synchronized to music. And we're also going to have 52 pole-mounted motifs on all the poles in the square.
By using LEDs rather than the normal Christmas lights we see, the lighting display in Market Square has more perks than just its beauty.
There's two main differences between LEDs and incandescent lights. The one main difference is the energy consumption. You only use 10% of the energy you would normally use, so that's quite a big saving. And the other one is the longevity. The LEDs are rated at 50,000 hours, and that's 50 Christmases, because a Christmas is generally around 1,000 hours. Lights just work. Put them up and they'll come. I know I've stolen that from the film, but it does work. I think you're going to have a square that's jam-packed with people to see this. There's statistics to prove that a light-up night keeps people here longer than it would normally, but once that light-up night is finished, people also come earlier and stay longer in the area that's lit. It's a joy to do what I do. When people ask me, what I do for a living, I usually smile first, and they say Christmas lights, and they go, what? That's why I smile. It's a happy business to be in. People are already excited about it. Christmas is an exciting time, and I like to think that we bring, just a little bit extra sparkle to that happiness.
Stop by Light Up Night information booths on Friday night and Saturday to purchase tri-colored glow necklaces for $1. Proceeds will benefit WTAE-TV's Project Bundle Up. Help support children and families in need of warm outerwear this winter.
Light Up Night Weekend powered by Duquesne Light. Enjoy this holiday tradition during the 50th anniversary celebration November 19th and 20th. Downtown Pittsburgh, the center of the season.
With more than 20 years of experience, our dedicated team develops and manages a long list of extraordinary properties. We strive to create a unique atmosphere to fit each tenant's personality. We are highly trained and forward-thinking. We are McKnight Property Management. Give us a call or visit our website. We take property management to a new level.
Magical, breathtaking. Light Up Night Weekend powered by Duquesne Light November 19th and 20th. Enjoy the sights and sounds of this special 50th anniversary celebration to kick off the holiday season. Friday, concerts in Market Square and at the Bridge Party. Also marching bands and PNC fireworks finale by Zambelli. Saturday, a first ever Duquesne Light horse-drawn candlelight carriage parade and Celebrate Santa show, plus live entertainment in Market Square. Enjoy this milestone celebration on November 19th and 20th. Downtown Pittsburgh, the center of the season.
Since 1923, Loftus Engineers has been providing comprehensive engineering services with the design and construction of building systems and structures in our region. Many of these buildings grace the Pittsburgh skyline and are owned and operated by Pittsburgh Building Owners and Managers Association members. We're grateful for this opportunity to congratulate BOMA for its 50th anniversary of Light Up Night and its many years of service to the Western Pennsylvania building community. From all of us at Loftus Engineers, congratulations, BOMA.
My name is Donnie Iris, and my band is Donnie Iris and the Cruisers, and we would love everybody to come and see this fantastic event in Pittsburgh, the 50th anniversary for Light Up Night. Everybody from the surrounding counties. We'd love to have everybody from where I was born in Lawrence County, where I live in Beaver County, Westmoreland, all of them. Washington County, everybody come because you're going to love this thing. It's going to be a fantastic event. Please come.
Light Up Night Weekend powered by Duquesne Light. Enjoy this holiday tradition during the 50th anniversary celebration November 19th and 20th. Downtown Pittsburgh, the center of the season.
Linda Barnicott, a beloved local artist sought after for her enchanting portraits of Pittsburgh, was chosen to be the official artist of the 50th anniversary Light Up Night.
I think I've probably been an artist all of my life. From the time I can remember, I used to draw faces. I love portraits. I really fell in love with the idea of painting Pittsburgh as painting a portrait for people. Doing the city is like doing a portrait, only instead of for one family at a time, I could do it for like thousands of people.
Linda Barnicott began her career as a portrait artist in 1975. Using rich pastel colors, she captures the unique beauty of famous Pittsburgh places with a charm all her own. Her 1989 painting, Meet Me Under Kaufman's Clock, immediately won the hearts of Pittsburghers who've been meeting friends under the downtown clock for years. From this work, Linda created a series of Pittsburgh scenes, capturing warm memories that are loved by generations.
Well, this is exciting for me because this is Light Up Night. You know, I have been participating in Light Up Night, I can't even tell you how many years now. I mean, people are so happy that night. That's one of the neatest experiences about Light Up Night is everybody's happy. I got a phone call and was asked to do this project. And what's neat about this project is it's been very creative because I have to paint things that aren't there yet. They're gonna be there Light Up Night, but they're not there yet. I've just been told what's going to be happening. So as an artist, I need to interpret that and put it in. So there's going to be a carriage parade. So I've put in the start of one carriage, a center carriage, and then the fireman's carriage is actually coming around towards you in the painting. And the fireman on top, it even has a Dalmatian dog. One of the things I love to do with my paintings is to put a lot of information in them so that when someone sees my work, they can stay there for a while. You know, I like to give them a place to rest, you know, away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. You know, so if they can come and take a look at my paintings and stay there for a while and just rest their minds, I think that's very important to me.
With roots as a portrait artist, Barnicott includes family members and friends in every painting. She begins each piece with photographs of the scene. She takes family and friends with her, setting up their posed positions.
My husband and my daughter is in this one so far. My other daughter is to be painted in with her boyfriend on the left side. The folks in the foreground actually posed for me. Now this was really fun because I called them up and said, how would you like to be in a painting I can't tell you anything about? He says, the only thing I can tell you is we're something Christmassy. A lot of thought went into it. How do I set it up? What's the best angle? I had told my husband the other day, I said, there's a lot of thinking. I mean, like, there was a lot less painting going on for a while there because it was thinking, you know, just how to, you know, make things come out of nothing. I initially went down to Market Square during the day, and Ida DeRico told me where they were going to put the crystal tree, and told me about how they were going to have these beautiful balls, spheres, all over the buildings, and it was going to be a big light show. And then you add in all the activities, and you know, like there'll be like fireworks coming off the tops of these buildings here, but then I'm also going to have town lit up with fireworks, so you're going to have a double whammy, you know. I don't know, I just think it's amazing.
Linda's labor of love has unfolded into a thorough vision of this year's Market Square Season of Lights. The detailed look at the patrons of Light Up Night enjoying their new display is certain to draw you in and make you feel the warmth and excitement of the season.
Hi, I'm Ben Huber of the Huber Group. Since 2002, our local family-owned business has been providing commercial cleaning and building maintenance services throughout the Pittsburgh area.
The Huber Group is a vital company in the Pittsburgh market because we can relate and be responsive to our customer needs. Local ownership permits personalized attention. We're proud of this great city and the trusted service we provide.
Join us in celebrating the 50th anniversary of Light Up Night, a Pittsburgh holiday tradition.
Magical, breathtaking. Light Up Night Weekend powered by Duquesne Light November 19th and 20th. Enjoy the sights and sounds of this special 50th anniversary celebration to kick off the holiday season. Friday, concerts in Market Square and at the Bridge Party. Also marching bands and PNC fireworks finale by Zambelli. Saturday, a first ever Duquesne Light horse-drawn candlelight carriage parade and Celebrate Santa show, plus live entertainment in Market Square. Enjoy this milestone celebration on November 19th and 20th. Downtown Pittsburgh, the center of the season.
Weather Watch 4, Pittsburgh's best weather team, brings you the most accurate forecasts. Now, with Chief Meteorologist Mike Harvey, rated most accurate forecaster in the country.
Weather Watch 4, we're there to help you plan your day and get you through severe weather, tracking storms right down to your street.
Chief Meteorologist Mike Harvey and the Weather Watch 4 team, Stephen Cropper, Aaron Kinzel, and Demetrius Ivory. Everything you need to plan your day. The Weather Watch 4 team on Channel 4 Action News, taking action for you.
What is an idea worth? From the twinkle in the eye of Light Up Night's creator Jacques Kahn to the inspired glimpse of a light up night that will shine like never before, the worth is evident. Here's to 50 years.
Thank you for watching the 50th anniversary of Light Up Night Special. Brought to you by BOMA, Building Owners and Managers Association.
Come down to Pittsburgh on Light Up Night because it will be one of the most amazing nights of your life. With the lights and all of the people and such great talent, I promise you, you won't be disappointed.
I really think that Light Up Night is great. I love watching the people come down. Downtown itself is a beautiful city. Pittsburgh is beautiful. Very family oriented. It's an experience. You need to be there, really. Especially to see the stickers, especially this handsome man.
This guy here. No, this guy.
I always think of the panorama, whether it's when there's a football game in town and they pan the city at night and all the lights are on, or if it's a view from Mount Washington. It's just what a beautiful city we've got. What a remarkable skyline, and lots of bumps and wiggles and different things, and older classic buildings, and it's pride in Pittsburgh.
You're talking to a die-in-the-wool Pittsburgher. I was born and raised here, Mount Washington, and I just can't say enough about the town.